This is my review on Spider-Man from 2002. Not a big fan of this movie still. In all, I give it a 5 out of 10. Score, final verdict, it's a 5 out of 10 for me. Movie. And, going to talk about what I didn't like about the film now. And quite a bit, actually. Now, 5 out of 10 before going further is basically fairly watchable, decent enough movie to watch. But it wouldn't be something I recommend either. So, yeah? No. I'm just making a video. All around, I think Spider-Man is better portrayed than Peter Parker is the half of Spider-Man. The vigilante half is better portrayed on screen than Peter Parker is himself as himself. So that I didn't like about the film. Also, I didn't like how Peter and the Spider-Man persona don't give very little given very little screen time. Both personas are giving very little screen time to really connect with this version of Spider-Man, or even relate to him, or even like him, or find him fun, which he's not. Any of these things. Like in all of the qualities of Spider-Man from the comics. We're off to a tremendous good start so far, so... And the big problem I have with this movie's Peter Parker is that Peter Parker is way too much of a nice kid and way too sociable. Same thing I had with similar problems I had with Andrew Garfield, but we'll get to him a different day when I get around to him. Anyway, so that's what he's like when he's out of the costume. What when he's in the costume? Well, he's only in the costume, suits up in the costume at least 5 times on screen throughout the 2-hour run of this movie. So for 5 brief moments, we see him do incredible heroic things, but we only get very short glimpses of into his heroic actions. That's the way to show a true hero. Not by showing his actions, but by acknowledging them. Even though we never see any of his heroic deeds in action. Until he comes across the Green Goblin. And his heroic actions are not that impressive. They're pretty standard. You know, consider it's the fights between Green Goblin and Spider-Man kind of sucks. All of them fights, encounters with Spider-Man and Green Goblin suck in this movie. I wasn't invested when Green Goblin was on screen with Spider-Man because I thought the fight was absolute shit and shortly lived. And poorly choreographed. And thought out. All of them for seeing counts with Green Goblin, so yeah, that too. And the story is a bit of a shitfest. Once it gets over establishing Spider-Man and wrapping up with his origin story. Then the story pulls a total 180 and throws effort out of the window when it comes to being coherent narrative. When it comes to telling coherent narrative, it sucks at it once it's done with the origin of the story. It just gets nuts. And a lot of dumb shit happens. Lame dumb shit. Willem Dafoe is great as the Green Goblin, but his mask is covering up his performance for some reason. So, and that's kind of a problem, because he's a lot scarier without the mask than with the mask. This mask has like sort of like a Power Rangers / gargoyle look that he's got growing on for the Green Goblin costume. You know, instead of using the one from the comics to use or something similar, like referencing the comics, we get a horrible all 100% green suit without a hint of purple. You know, we don't have purple on his costume. The actual comic costume of the actual color of the costume that's in the comics is purple, not green. You dumbass, Raimi. So, why did it not make green and purple? I don't know. I'm not the moron who thought of it. Anyway, so out of the blue, MJ has the hots for Peter now, but Peter just shuts her down. Because he's Spider-Man. It is the way of being responsible, he says. It is ability of his gift and curse. Blah, blah, blah. Bullshit. That monologue starts happening, playing in his head out loud to the audience. And therefore it ends it on that triumphant, heroic bullshit note. Where you all know Spider-Man swing through the city like there's no tomorrow, pulling out all these crazy acrobatic tricks that we should have saw in the movie, but didn't until the sequel happened. We never saw that in the Raimi Trains, in him doing any cool acrobatic stuff while swinging in the air. We really didn't see, we saw the bare minimum of that in this movie. We had to wait until 2004, a few years later, to see actual Spider-Man action on the big screen. Does it make it a lot better than the first one? No. About the same. Home run. As the first one did. As in, it's not a home run. It's a cheese fest of a home run. You know, scratch that comment. I'm getting confused now. Okay, I'm gonna get a little dehydrated, so I'm gonna start the video now. Soon. But first, I'm gonna finish my review. So yeah, 5 out of 10. That's my thoughts. And goodbye. I hope you like this video of Spider-Man. And subscribe to my channel. Check out the rest of my videos. Try to follow my videos. Or check the rest of them out. Okay, I'm done.